Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today's online class is about the summary of the play The Count's Revenge. The Count's Revenge is the play which tells quite clearly that 20 years earlier, the Count of Monte Cristo was merely a young sailor, Edmund Daines of Marseille. He was engaged to a beautiful girl Mercedes, whom a young fisherman Fernando Mondego also wished to marry. The villainous Fernando Mondego got rid of Edmund Daines by organizing a plot against him, which through false evidence caused him to be convicted as a spy and condemned to imprisonment for life in an underground dungeon. Mercedes falsely informed that Edmund Daines had died. Fernando Mondego married to Mercedes. The dishonest Fernando Mondego got on extremely well in life. He became an officer in the French army, and when the play starts, he has risen so far as to be well-to-do nobleman with a distinguished place in society. He is now known as the Count of Morcerf, and his wife Mercedes is known as the Countess of Morcerf, and Albert is their son. Edmund Daines escapes from the prison and discovers the proofs and of Fernando Mondego villainous past and appears in Paris as the Count of Monte Cristo. He also becomes a close friend of Albert. The play it opens with the scene of the Morcerf's house. Albert and his mother, Countess of Morcerf, are present in a well-furnished apartment of the Morcerf's house. Albert informs his mother that his father has been tried for treason in the lower house of the French Parliament on the basis of some reports published in two different newspapers. He also informs his mother that his friend Boucham has given him the information about the proceedings in the lower house of the French parliaments. His father denied the charges, but he could not prove that the proofs of his innocence. A lady came with proofs to show that the Count of Morcerf had accepted bribes from the Turks and abandoned the fortress of Senina during the war between France and Turkey in 1823. When he was the captain in the French army, all the members of the French parliament condemned the Count of Morcerf as a traitor. Albert feels grief and on the disgrace of his father and his good family name. He wants to take revenge from that person who had made their good family name utterly disgraced by publishing the reports about his father's villainous past in newspapers. He informs his mother about his intentions. Meanwhile, the Count of Monte Cristo comes to meet them. Albert also informs the Count of Monte Cristo that he has decided to fight a duel with his enemy and requests him to become his second, but the Count of Monte Cristo refuses to do so. The Countess of Morcerf wants to serve some refreshment for the Count of Monte Cristo, but he does not accept and her offer and leaves the house. After the departure of the Count of Monte Cristo, Albert's friend Boucham came. He comes and informs Albert that the Count of Monte Cristo is the man who has brought dishonor to the Morcerf's family. The Count of Morcerf and the Countess of Morcerf were also present there and they become surprised after knowing that the Count of Monte Cristo is their enemy. Albert Albert goes out to issue a challenge for a duel with the Count of Monte Cristo. The second scene of the play. Now, the second scene of the play is about. The second scene of the play opens in the house of the Count of Monte Cristo. The Count of Monte Cristo looks busy in the practice of his marksmanship and with pistols. The Count of Monte Cristo tell his friend Morrel that Albert has challenged him to fight a duel and asks Morrel to become his second in his duel. Morrel becomes astonished because he knows that Albert is one of the closest friends of the Count of Monte Cristo. The Count of Monte Cristo tells Morrel that Albert is upset, and he was upset by the disgrace which has fallen upon his father and admits that he is responsible for his disgrace. Morrel goes out to make arrangements for the duel. After the departure of Morrel, the Countess of Morcerf comes and in his duel, Morrel becomes astonished because he knows that Albert is one of the closest friends of the Count of Monte Cristo. The Count of Monte Cristo tells Morrel that Albert is upset by the disgrace which has fallen upon his father and admits that he is responsible for his disgrace. Morrel goes out to make arrangement for the duel, and after the departure of Morrel, the Count of Monte Cristo the Count of Morcerf comes to meet the Count of Monte Cristo in his house. She tells the Count of Monte Cristo that she has recognized him and knows that the Count of Monte Cristo is Edmond Daines. She implores him to spare the life to her son. The Count of Monte Cristo tells the Count of Monte Cristo tell her about the conspiracy him to spare the life of her son. The Count of Monte Cristo tells her about the implores and the Countess of Monte Cristo Morcerf comes to meet the Count of Monte Cristo in his house. She tells the Count of Monte Cristo that she had recognized him and knows that the Count of Monte Cristo is Edmond Daines. And then he also tells her that he has passed 14 years in prison innocently because of the conspiracy of her husband. The Countess of Morcerf explains that she doesn't know about the conspiracy of her husband, but she knows well that her husband is a heartless and mean by nature. She requests him to spare Albert's life, remembering his past love, and the Count of he also tells about it, and that she requests him to spare his son's life because of his past love. And the Count of Monte Cristo agrees to spare Albert's life, and by sacrificing his own life. The Countess of Morcerf tells everything to her son Albert after returning back to her home. The third scene of the play again opens in the house of Count of Morcerf. Now, in the third scene of the play again opens in the house of Count of Morcerf. The Count of Morcerf looks very upset because she wants to know the result of the duel between her son and Albert and the Count of Monte Cristo. When her husband, the Count of Morcerf, informs her that he has heard the sound of entering a carriage in the house, she becomes more disturbed and prays for Albert's safety. Albert comes and tells them that he has apologized the Count of Monte Cristo and he has come with him as a friend. The Count of Morcerf becomes much surprised on hearing about Albert's pardon, but Albert tells him that in view what his mother has told him, he thinks that the attempts of the Count of Monte Cristo to humiliate and dishonor his family were fully justified. When the Count of Morcerf asks Albert why he has decided to abandon him and to take side with his enemy, then Albert replies to his father that the Count of Monte Cristo will give the reason for that. The Count of Monte Cristo comes and discloses the Count of Morcerf comes and discloses his real identity before the Count of Morcerf, and after knowing about that the Count of Monte Cristo is Edmund Daines, the Count of Morcerf tries to kill him by his pistol when he takes aim. When he takes aim, Albert and Beauchamp rush forward to stop him, but unfortunately, the Count of Morcerf is killed with his own revolver in the struggle to prevent his murdering the Count of Monte Cristo. Albert announces in slow voice that the revenge of the Count of Monte Cristo has been accomplished. Okay, my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.